Burning for the Baron. The Lords of Discipline, Book 3. Written by Alyson Chase. Narrated by John Lane. Chapter 1. London, 1815. Colleen averted her gaze, but the sound still created a vivid picture in her mind. The slap of skin on skin, the grunting, the moaning, the barking? She slid a glance out of the corner of her eye. Yes, the woman was most definitely barking like a dog. The collar around her neck, the man ploughing into her from behind holding the attached leash, gave definite confirmation. One of her girls was pretending to be a dog. Colleen tilted her head heavenward and sighed. For the 1000th time she asked herself what in the blazes she had gotten herself into. Colleen Bonner was a respectable woman of business, a God-fearing woman. How she had managed to let that silver-tongued devil talk her into managing a bawdyhouse she'd never know. And not just any bawdyhouse, the Black Rose, a Venus club for those with unusual tastes, and the blunt to pay the high membership fee. Colleen sidled around the edge of the gold room. It was one of the smaller back chambers in the club. The walls were painted a rich amber hue, and the thick pile carpet underfoot was a light olive brown that was the colour of an antique locket. Plush pillows in varying shades of yellow were piled in the centre of the floor, a soft makeshift bed for the tomfoolery that went on under her roof. Pulling her watch from the pocket of her waistcoat, she tried to gain the attention of her girl Lucy, who was currently howling like her hair was being plucked from her skin. The small cluster of spectators made the task more difficult. Men and women lounged about on the semicircle of settees surrounding the pile of pillows. Colleen slunk around the edges of the room, keeping her eyes firmly planted on Lucy's face. Too many hands were creeping where they shouldn't on the settees, too many body parts exposed that only a doctor should see. Lucy looked up, her glance sharp, but her howling and barking never ceasing. Colleen tapped her timepiece and Lucy nodded, the motion small and quick. The girl dug her fingers into the carpet and pushed back into the man's thrusts, yipping and moaning like mad. Quite the performer, her little Lucy, a performance she'd promised to another member in 15 minutes. Message delivered, Colleen escaped from the room. She leaned back against the closed door and stared at her feet, willing her stomach to settle. Working under this roof was a trial, but it was a trial she deserved, and her penance would soon end. Still, the urge to leave, to tell him just where he could shove his...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?